Wow. We are live. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching us from. It's me again, your sister, your friend, all the way from Ireland, Rahman, a mom of 5 amazing children, originally from Benin Republic and based here in Ireland with my family. And I'm a proud to be online business owner. Thank you so much for coming to my page. Thank you for your support. And for those is watching right now, thank you so much. And for those who gonna watch it later, I'm really grateful. And today is another topic, yes. So I have a special guest today, all the way from Toronto. I
Yes.
will let him introduce himself to our viewers.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, Roma. Thank you so much. I'm Raza. I'm coming to you from Toronto, and I
Mhm.
have to really work hard to meet her energy. You know,
Wow.
she is awesome.
Hmm.
Ramati, your energy is really great, so I got to make sure I drink some coffee and keep up with you. So I live here in Toronto, Canada, with my wife and with my daughter, who's 13 years old. And professionally, I used to be in HR in the corporate world here for 14 years, and then over the past decade, 10, 11 years, I really decided to take my hand and attempt, this whole idea of entrepreneurship. And it had been a real challenge. I had learned a
Mhm.
few things, and the people that taught me, the mentors, and everything like that. Hopefully, I
Mhm.
can share some lessons that I learned, and that may be able to benefit you. That's me.
Wow, that's wonderful. Well done. You really tried. Yeah. So back to our business now. Online, digital. You see, everywhere now is online. So, like we said, what can you tell us? Because our viewers, they are there, they are waiting for you to hear from you because you are doing well in this business and you are high, inside this business. You are a coach. So they want to know what is online business is about because me, I don't know anything. So I just want to hear from you. Thank you.
Online business is really anything that you do online, on the internet. Learn to use
Mhm,
social media, learn to use the advertising platforms. If you really think about it, back in the days, only big companies like Coca-Cola and Nike and all of these companies were able to advertise because it cost millions of dollars to play ads on TV and radio. And because of the internet, people like you and I can now
mhm,
play the game as well and use the internet to be able to reach the audience worldwide. So if we have any products or services that we want to promote, we can learn to use social media and build a business. And listen, this is a business, and this doesn't mean, a lot of times people think, business, and all of a sudden they think like riches and millions and billions of dollars coming in. The idea behind using the internet is really to leverage it. What that means is while Ramath and I are talking here,
yeah,
our
sure,
business
for
is
sure.
running. Our business is running and
Mhm,
it doesn't need us. Those who, the ads are working, and those who see the ad, if they resonate with it, they can go and look at the products and look at the services. They're getting the information. I don't have
exactly.
to be there
Mhm,
selling on the phone or knocking on doors and all of that stuff. That is the beauty of the internet. And that's
exactly.
why people who have jobs and who are working and they want to, have an increase in their income in the household, they can definitely leverage the internet to be able to do that, because that's what's possible. And we have a lot of people around
Mhm.
us who are making that happen.
Wow, that's wonderful answer. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Um, Thank you, our viewers. We have. Can you tell us so where you are watching us from so that we can give you a thumb up? Thank you so much. Um, Razak, so if somebody is there, they want to join this business because this business we are talking about the online, the potential they have, the benefits it will give for us with our family, the free time, you know. So if somebody is there, they are watching us right now, they want to join this our community or our business, how they can do it, or how which step they will do. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, every business that you are looking into has its own due diligence process.
Mm-hmm.
What we recommend that you do is you don't necessarily need to get on the phone with us or anything like that. You don't have to worry about that. Whenever you have time after your work or in your lunch, what we invite you to do is watch an online webinar. And this is the webinar that Ramat watched, that I watched when I started two
Exactly.
years ago
Yeah,
as
for
well.
sure.
So the webinar will give you some basic introductory information. And at the end of that webinar, if this is something that you want to explore more, then you can choose to move forward from there. And if not, listen, we're totally okay with it as long as you have seen the information. The worst thing that will happen when you watch the webinar is you
Mm-hmm.
might get educated on something. So
Exactly.
that's the worst thing. And so
Oh,
I highly recommend that you take the time aside to be able to watch that webinar. And if that resonates with you, we'll see you on the inside and we'll bring you into our private community. We will educate you more. And if you want to continue, then you also will have an opportunity to schedule a call with somebody one-on-one so that you can get your questions answered
of
at that
course.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's the process that we have set up for you.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome. The answer you
Hmm.
just give now. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I want to continue with the question because they are the people they are there. They are asking me like, okay, you are saying you are doing online. What we going to sell? You know,
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
and you say it's business, they know all the business you have to sell to change things, you know. So how
Yeah.
I tell them I don't know, we are not selling anything,
That's right.
but just
That's right.
come today, I have a go live with somebody, they will
Yeah.
have leverage everything for you if you really want
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really great. First of all, absolutely. We don't sell anything. Our systems are set up to do that. That is
Mm-hmm.
why I said at the beginning that I don't need to call anybody to sell any products or services. I don't need to knock on the doors. I don't need to bug my family and friends or anything like that. We have created offers online and people educate themselves, and they ultimately, if they resonate with something, they will end up buying. My job is simply to educate. My job is to make sure that my ads are running, and I'm doing that. I'll give you an example. See,
Okay.
Coca-Cola, if you take Coca-Cola, for example, right? Coca-Cola has, is a known brand and they are a big company. Coca-Cola doesn't go out there and do their own advertising. They go and hire an agency who are experts and they advertise for Coca-Cola. Well, there are companies out there who would love to get advertising and we become advertisers for them. And when their products are sold, they pay us commissions. So
Mm-hmm.
what we have done is we've created an online system that does that. And that's why we don't have to do the selling. There are multiple different companies, multiple different products, multiple different suppliers that we have that are set up in our online system that that when we move those products, we make commissions. So that's how the internet works, and that's
Okay.
the new way of being, I guess, if you want to call it, an advertising agent.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So
Mhm.
is the system is there working everything automatically? You don't need to do anything, just to set up your things and everything is, you are
I
free
wouldn't
to
I
go.
wouldn't say, I wouldn't say that you don't have to do anything. What you have to
Okay.
do is make sure that you learn social media marketing and then do social media marketing. You have to learn online advertising and then do online advertising, right? And then number
Okay.
three, I always say to people, is to develop yourself as a leader. Develop yourself so that you can be ready to manage a business that runs online, right? You don't need a lot of time. People are like, I don't have a lot of time. If you can dedicate an hour to 2 hours a day, about 10 to 15
Mm-hmm.
hours a week, I think you're going
Mm-hmm.
to be okay. Even if you had 5 hours a day to spend on the business, there's nothing really to do.
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
so it's really about learning these three things: social media marketing, online advertising, and leadership skills. Those are the three things. So that's what you
Wow.
have to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When you enter. Okay. Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. And how we can say, is it you have to go for school, or who can do this business, or how we can, because I don't, you know.
Yeah. Whenever there are crises in the economy and people get laid off, or they're fired from their jobs, they go to school to get educated so that they can get new
Exactly.
skills.
Mm-hmm.
I ask people this question all the time. The world changed in the past 2 years, and it changed completely. How did you change? How did you adapt? What new skills did you acquire over the past couple of years?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't need me to tell you that things are getting expensive, right?
Mm.
Whether it's
Everybody
petrol,
know that.
gas,
Yeah.
utilities, houses, you name it,
Everybody. Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Everything is getting expensive. So, but I'm pretty sure that your salaries have not increased as fast.
No. No.
So really, what new skills have you acquired? What new things have you thought about outside the box? And so, same way people go to school and upgrade their skills, within our business community, within our business system, we educate you on these skills that you need to adapt. Social media marketing, leadership skills, online advertising, we teach you that. So it's like going to school and doing the
I,
business at the same time.
okay. Okay.
So that's how we have set up these things.
Oh, that's wonderful. So the training is there to teach you step by step. So you don't need to worry about your education, your level of your skill. Anything is there in the training side. So they're
You
here
need
and they will
dedication.
come to us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you need dedication and a desire to learn, right? That is
Mm-hmm.
not something that I'm going to give you. That is not something Ramat is going to give you, right? That is not our job. Our job is
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that we align the tools that we use, right? Like resources
Exactly.
that we use, the training that we use, the rest of it, the hunger to learn, the hunger to do something out of the ordinary, the not only just for yourself but for your kids, and really to get ahead of this economy, that you have to bring.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
not our job.
Yeah.
So rest of it we're going to bring to you.
You have to have your mindset will come for you first. You know
That's
your
right.
why you join this business first, so that
Yeah.
everything can balance together. Well done. Well done. Thank you so much. And a message for some people, they are skeptical, or some people they are looking at, is it real? Is it not real?
Mhm.
So if you
Yeah.
can advise, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's normal to be skeptical. It's not
Mhm.
like, I wasn't skeptical. I mean, everybody is skeptical at some level.
Yeah, it's
But
normal. Yeah.
if skepticism simply means that you want to use your skepticism in a healthy manner, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people are way too skeptical and they don't do anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So use your skepticism and evaluate the business with that, with whatever that criteria is. You know, what are the
Okay.
three things that would be important to you
Hold on.
in a business, and
Mm-hmm.
evaluate that and look at this business model. Maybe this is a right fit, maybe it's not. I don't know that. But you are the one who has to go on this
No.
journey and evaluate it whether or not it makes sense. If you're just sitting back and without necessarily watching the webinar, without necessarily watching 3 4 hours of additional video education that
Mm-hmm.
we give you before you start
Mm-hmm.
your business, if you're just simply sitting there and just saying, oh no, this doesn't work and this is that. Well, you know what?
We're not
Probably
gonna
not for
work.
you. It's
Mm-hmm.
probably not for you. We're not
Yeah.
looking to work with people who come with that attitude anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have a good business. It's been proven already. This is not something that I need to prove to anybody. It's already been proven. It
Exactly.
works and it is working around the world. And if
Mm-hmm.
somebody does not want to move forward and do their due diligence and homework and look at what's working and how they would be able to do it, then I generally say to them, if you're not willing to do that work, this business is not for you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because they have to have their mindset, they have to know what
Mhm.
their why before they
Yeah,
join this business. Yeah, so that they will
yeah.
focus on the training, the everything they need to do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you can't do for them. I too, I can't do for them. They have their future in on their hand, so they have to do it by themselves with joy, with happiness. But the training and the coach, they are there to take everything like with them so that it can be balanced. Well done. Yeah. Thank you so much. And
Awesome.
today, is Thursday. So if they come to us, how they can join our life for today?
Yeah,
Because
so today,
yeah,
today we have Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do a live web presentation where
mhm,
we not only educate you on what's important in building an online business and why you should do it, but we also bring some of the people who are just like you and I, who are using the business and who have, succeeded. So they share their stories as well. So you get to meet a lot of people. So I know it's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in
yeah.
Canada. I don't know what
For
time it
us
is for
now,
you.
tomorrow, yeah, like two. 2
2 a.m.
in
Yes.
yeah, 2 a.m. Yeah.
If you're not awake at 2 a.m. And
You
you're
can have
sleeping,
the
you can
replay.
always watch the recording.
Yeah.
A recording is available, but definitely, I think I see Ramat's website over there. So go to her website and check the information out. It's absolutely great. Like I said, by the end of that webinar, that web presentation, the worst thing that can happen is you're just going to get educated. If it
Exactly. Yeah.
resonates with you, you move forward. They will
Mhm.
outline what the next steps are,
Yeah.
and you move forward from there. And you'll get to meet us on the other side. You'll see me
Mhm.
in the group. We have one of the largest communities of business owners online, and you will get to meet everybody.
Exactly. Thank you so much. So today we say it a lot. For now, I will just leave you for a rest. And before we go, I say thank you for our viewers. Thank you for your time, for your support. I'm
Awesome.
grateful for all because without you, I will not be here to be talking about online. So I'm very grateful. God will bless you. Razak, do you have anything to tell our viewers?
I would just say, just do it. I mean, there's no,
Okay.
just do it in the sense that, you want to, this business may or may not be for you because
Mhm.
we're very selective on who we work with. And I would just say, just explore it
Exactly.
and come with an open mind, because you are going to be introduced to the things that you have not thought about before. So
Mhm.
this is going to be new. It may
Mhm.
feel a little strange, but that's how everything new is. the world outside is new as well. So you got to upgrade your skills and do something outside the box.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All
I'm
right.
really grateful to call you and
Thank
to
you so much,
answer me.
Hamid.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's the
All
beauty
right.
of our business. Yeah.
Mhm.
God bless you. All
Bye
right.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.